Hello, everybody. Happy Thirsty Thursday. And it is a very special Thirsty Thursday during today's Jam Happy Hour because it's also National Chardonnay Day. And we know how to do Chardonnay. We have got the butter, which is a fan favorite. If you're sitting at home and you have some butter poured up in your glass, let us know in the comments, or just let us know what you're sipping on at home. We're approaching the weekend, and we love doing these Thirsty Thursday shows to kind of ease us into the weekend. And today we have Hank May. How we doing, Hank?
Good.
Good. Did you hear everything I just said? Did I cut out at all?
No, I heard it. It was good.
Yay. Okay. Woo. Fingers
Chardonnay
crossed.
Day. Yeah.
Okay, so you're tuned in from the other end of California right now, down in SoCal. And have you been posted up in the LA area for the past year plus?
There's a little bit of like COVID road tripping, and I just got back from 2 weeks in Florida.
Oh, nice. All right. And did you, like, when you go on road trips, do you get music inspiration or do you just kind of tune out that side of things when you do that?
No, I'm like getting inspiration.
Heck yeah.
I mean, driving is a great place to listen to music. If I go on a trip, sometimes I want to discover an album and listen to it a lot so that I can lock it in as like my trip album. So when I listen to it in the future, it'll take me back.
Yes.
So we were listening to a lot of St. Vincent's new album on this trip.
Oh my God. God, I love St. Vincent. But okay, we gotta love what you just put out. Less than a week ago, you put out a new one, which for those of you tuned in today, you can find on your preferred streaming platform. I think your main source that's really awesome that I love is Bandcamp. You have NBC available for streaming through there. And did you also come out with, or are you coming out with a like lyric video?
Yeah, that's up on YouTube. It's my girlfriend was dressed up as the Mayflower Queen from Midsommar for Halloween 2 years ago, and she needed a place to put the dress, and my room was a good place, so we hung it flat on the wall, and then I needed a lyric video, and I like looked at the dress on the wall and thought I can probably like shove words into those flowers and form sentences. So that's what I did.
Oh, I
a
love
lot
it.
of like little. It looks like refrigerator magnet poetry, like on LSD.
I love that. All right. Well, without further ado, do you want to just take it away with that song we were just talking about, and then we'll chat some more.
So yeah, this is NBC, first single. I'm telling people that it's about loving music but hating what it can do to people. NBC stands for Nickelback Creed. You'll find out. I'm spoiling it, but it's a poetic phrase. Yeah. Oops, I forgot to do one thing, which I'm turning down my vocals for I'm not talking. So. You used to have fun. You used to love observing your face in the mirror. Now you won't leave your little cave. You'll piss in a bottle to stay there, fill in your ashtray. And your lungs, you're lucky that you've never seen them sharing your booze with just the music. Eyes gaping, choking on the screen like you pour your heart out in a comment on a vid. Jesus Christ, I hate my life. I miss being a kid. Woodstock 99, David 90's died. Every band on your binder got higher. Heard it was hell on earth. In your baggy shorts, holding your Ollie's mama was hard. childhood dream all the way home to 2019. Wrote it in stone in Nickelback Creed, Nickelback Creed. Red Dead Redemption 2 came out. You shut up the blinds in your bedroom. All of your plants died. You beat the game. The world never noticed the difference. You pour your heart out on everything. Jesus Christ, made my life. I miss when we were friends. Woodstock 99, back in simpler times. Boys would be boys, oh, and girls would be gang raped. There on the festival side, there by your favorite band. And Sharpie and your guitar, this machine broke my heart, made me a failure and filled me with heroin. Now everybody can see I died by my Nickelback Creed, Nickelback Creed. All right, thanks.
Woo!
Practice run.
Thank you, Hank. To everyone who has been tuned in, or if you just tuned in, that is NBC, which was just released last Friday and is going to be the intro song on what is yet to be released, which you can keep yourself posted about if you follow Hank May on Instagram, all the socials. We're going to be posting the links and where you can find the music over the course of today's show. And with that being said, I have a question for you, Hank.
Yeah.
So how does the lead singer of Nickelback, Chad something, how does he prove his identity? What does he say, or what does he do?
I have no idea. Chad, how does he says, first name Nick, oh, look at this photograph.
Look at this photograph.
Yeah, every time I do, it makes me laugh.
Oh my goodness. Well, okay, so did you, growing up, did you listen to a lot of Creed and Nickelback, or did it,
So
the
I'm a
anagram just worked really well?
total poser, not a Nickelback or Creed fan. I had the Creed album, but there was like a moment there where I like collected a lot of like modern rock CDs, and then my cousin came to town and basically like convinced me in like 5 minutes that it was all trash except for Weezer, and then he like replaced my CD library with like indie rock stuff, like
Okay.
the critically acclaimed stuff of the 90s and the indie stuff. I don't know. So I got a big head start on knowing what good music was through my cousin. And so I barely got to go through my Creed phase before he came in.
Is your cousin watching right now?
Probably not, but maybe in the future. He's got
If-
2 kids. He's busy.
If he is, what is his name? I'll shout him out.
David Slade.
David Spade?
Slade.
That'd be pretty cool. David Slade. Shout out to David if you're watching. If you're not watching right now and you're watching later in the future, hello. Hope everyone's doing well who's tuned in. Looks like we're getting a lot of comments, so thank you to everyone who is watching. Make sure that you go over to jamcellars.com/buy if you need to replenish your wine supply, and make sure that you keep yourself posted with what is yet to come in terms of music from Hank May. You can find him on Facebook. I think it's just Hank May Music on Facebook is the
That sounds right.
handle. And then Instagram, it's Hank_Mayhem.
Correct.
All right. So head on over to Hank_Mayhem on Instagram, and the Facebook is Hank May Music if you want to keep yourself updated as we approach October. It's going to come so quickly. And they can pre-order. There's various ways they can listen to the music and pre-order. It's like there's the vinyl LP, cassette, and the digital copy, right?
Yeah, so the cassette's really cute. It's pink. It's like a good thing to buy if you don't want to drop the $20. And there's a shirt. And you can buy the shirt and the cassette in a combo pack, which is probably what I'd do, because if I were discovering me, I'd be like, shirt and cassette sounds good.
That's a bargain right there. You get to listen to music in a very old school, really awesome manner and wear a comfy shirt at the same time. So, all right. And then, so the song that we just heard, NBC, it delves in and kind of unravels a lot of layers in terms of like the dark side and the almost like the empty promises at one point that were the 90s alt rock. And I think in an interview you'd mentioned that, I don't know if you were present or if you just watched a video of Woodstock 99.
Yeah, let's see. It's just there's like that lyric, and it's just, you look back at the 90s, some people think that it was like a cooler time because there was cooler music on the radio, but if you actually watch some videos, you can tell that it was actually way less cool of a time. And so that's the point of that lyric.
Yeah. Like the boys will be boys thing. It's crazy. But hopefully, I feel like a lot of what's happened during this past year, or more than that, it's caused a lot of people, especially while in isolation and having to stay distant from our friends and family and kind of take a step back. Hopefully, when we all reemerge soon here, we're gonna get back on track as a society. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, thank goodness for Hank's music and thank goodness for wine, and that's why we're here, everybody. We're gonna pair them together, and we've got a lot more in store. So, what do you say, Hank? We do 2 songs back to back. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So this first song is a mashup cover, and I'm gonna say that that's just the only preface I'm gonna say, so that it can be surprised when the chorus drops. And then I'm gonna turn up my headphones a little bit because I couldn't. Last time I wasn't on my best behavior. Down at the New Amsterdam, staring at this yellow-haired girl. Mr. Jones strikes up a conversation with a black-haired flamenco dancer, and she dances while his father plays guitar. It's suddenly beautiful, and we all want something beautiful. Man, I wish I was beautiful. So come dance the silence down through the morning. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la, yeah. Cut up, Maria. Show me some of that Spanish dancing. Pass me a bottle, Mr. Jones. Believe in me. Help me believe in anything. 'Cause I wanna be someone who believes. Down at the Minute Music Business Conference, down in Orlando, I was only 19. Down at the Minute Music Business Conference, I only mention it 'cause it was so Mr. Jones. Well, I'm gonna paint my picture. Paint myself in blue, red, and black, and gray. All of the beautiful colors are very, very meaningful. Yeah, well, you know, gray is my favorite color. I felt so symbolic yesterday. If I knew Picasso, I would buy myself a great guitar and play down at the Maine Music Business Conference down in Orlando when I was 19. Down at the Maine Music Business Conference, I only mention it 'cause it was such a scene, and I felt seen. Mr. Jones. Okay, that's that song. Thank you, thank you. And I'm gonna move right along to my song called The Voice. I think that sometimes writing lyrics can be like writing your own horoscope. When people ask, like, hey, are your songs real? Are they true? Like, no. But yes, sometimes. But if they're not, they may come true. Which is just something that songwriters talk about a lot. And so I wrote this next song after somebody told me that my singing voice was probably going to be the main obstacle for me in terms of like making any kind of career out of this thing. So that's what The Voice is about. Mama prayed to heaven for a star and paid a man to teach me some guitar, but it was well understood my singing wasn't good. Work to do and I'm gonna get it done, then I'll be set like the California sun behind that gold desert hill I'm gonna kill. And none of this would have happened if I wasn't equal parts competitive and passionate. I came to win, not make friends. I came to win, not make friends. Took some YouTube lessons for my voice, got that technique down, baby, and rejoiced. I got on stage and laid it down, they spun their chairs around. I can be a vessel for your dreams. God made me beautiful so that I could be seen. Just tell me what the fuck to do, 'cause now I work for you. And none of this would have happened if I wasn't equal parts competitive and passionate. I came to win, not make friends. I came to win, not make friends. Thank you, Sam.
Woo! And the crowd goes wild. Thank you, Hank. Hank May, everybody. Whether you're tuning in from Facebook, YouTube, or if you're tuning in like tomorrow and you're not watching this right now, I always think about that. Like,
Yeah.
there's going to be people watching what we're saying right now, a day or two from now. Pretty
Tens
trippy.
of thousands.
But thank you so much to everyone who's tuned in. Happy Thirsty Thursday, national or international, I think actually, Chardonnay Day. And wherever you're tuned in from, whether you're on the West Coast like Hank and I are, or you're on the East Coast, or if you're international, let us know where you're tuned in from and what you're sipping on. And looks like Danger Bird is shouting you out, Hank. Got Danger Bird.
Such nice people.
Got
Danger
Ricardo.
Bird.
Ricardo says Hank plus wine equals best pairing! Exclamation
Sweet.
point.
Yeah, I know how it goes.
All right. Well, shout out to Ricardo and Danger Bird Records. Okay, so I always like asking random questions that sometimes are music oriented, sometimes aren't. What is your biggest kitchen fail ever while
Jesus.
cooking or baking?
There's so many. It's like always, I'm always failing, but I like it. God, I mean, I've had some like bad pizza peel transfers, just like the rest of us. Like where you shake it off and you're trying to like hit the stone in the oven, but the pizza like goes past it and just like kind of folds into a taco in the corner of the bottom of the back of the oven. I've experienced that. I know there's a better story out there. I've never had well, that's not true. Here we go. I like was trying to like, I don't know. I think I like I had a salad dressing and I was like, I'm gonna simmer this.
No. Wait, what
I
kind?
don't-
Was it like, did it have dairy in it or was
No,
it
it's
a
like
vinaigrette?
mostly oil, vinaigrette.
Okay.
I was like, I'm gonna put this in a little saucepan and simmer this. But for some reason, I don't know. Maybe I was throwing something in there, but I walked away, and then I came back in, and it's a pot of fire, just a pot of fire, and so I panicked and I grabbed it, and then it went onto the floor, the like hot oil. So now there's like a nice big, just a amoeba shaped like this memory memento at my parents' house on their kitchen floor. And it's great.
Gosh.
It's all, yeah, their fault for having hardwood kitchen floors. Do they? Am I crazy? That's what they have, right?
Well, if it makes you feel better, do you see my thumb right now?
Yeah. For
Okay.
a second, I thought you were showing me that you're missing a finger.
No, I mean, I'm lucky I didn't. No, I mean, it's a bad burn, but it was one of those situations where I was like, oh, I can just really carefully pry this frozen pizza that I've had baking in the oven at a hot temperature, like kind of ease it up and then use the oven mitt to take it out, because I didn't want to get a utensil dirty because I was being lazy, but ultimately I should have, because then the pizza slipped and the burn.
The burn. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Pizza fails. I chopped off the tip of my finger chopping carrots for a Thai salad, so that's a bad one too. And that was an ER visit.
And you didn't even get to eat the salad, did you? Or
I
did
think
you?
I did. Yeah, I think I did.
You're like, all right, let's someone drive me. Or did you drive yourself?
No, I like took a couple. Like I ate some food and then I went and my dad dropped me off at the ER.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Love it. Well, it's like, honestly, in those moments, I've done the same thing. You slice your finger while preparing something, and you're like, well, I really, really just hurt myself doing this, and so I should probably eat it because otherwise it's completely pointless what I just did.
Yeah. And it was like I was cooking and it was probably like 7 and I'd already had like a couple of glasses of wine, so like showing up at like an ER with like a slight wine buzz, and like I forgot how fun that there's like a vibe there where you're just like chatting with the nurses and making people laugh, and then like you meet somebody else and their like job is to make you feel comfortable, but you're already comfortable, so you're just like think that they're your best friend.
Right.
And so like, yeah, those are some good moments.
And then you go home and you're not tipsy anymore, and you're like, wait, was I actually really annoying?
Yeah, do I remember his first name? Can I look him up on Insta?
Oh my god. Okay, well, speaking of failure, so I feel like failure is a common trend in literally everyone's life, and if someone says they haven't failed at something, then they are lying. But I think it also is really important to not only build character, but to have you, as cliche as it sounds, to have you learn, as you move forward, what to do differently, or just the life lessons that you learn through any type of failure. But if you couldn't fail, what is something that you would do? Like a hobby or anything. If you literally would not fail, what's something that you've always wanted to do or try?
I don't know. I'm more interested in the failure talk. Like, I was gonna say, like, yeah, failure is like the main theme of my album, and like, I think failure is like the whole, is just the whole thing I've been doing with music, and I feel like my album is actually like a failure piece. Like, I feel like I'm like writing the word failure on a piece of paper and burning it, or something like that, like, or just like a giant, like, flaming failure. And so I would never want to not fail at something, because I just wouldn't know where to begin, probably.
Well, I mean, I have to say, I think your music is amazing, and I think whoever told you what they told you that kind of inspired the voice, I think in a way, not that you needed to hear that, but that it worked out very well because you came up with this amazing song to kind of counteract what was said. But, I think that we're our harshest critic ever. I know I like can't bring myself to watch these shows back because
Oh yeah, yeah.
I just don't
I'm
like
not gonna watch
watching.
this.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. We're on the same page. But yeah, I think just keep doing you, and I think you're very authentic, and I really appreciate you and all of the artists that have either continued to or come out of their shell during the pandemic and drawn off of the inspo. Okay, what do we have? No way, dude.
Yeah, I got
I
that like 2 days ago.
what?
But
I didn't even read anything about failure like associated with you. I started talking about that. That's weird. I
well,
love
I
it.
mean, I was saying it, I was like, there's failure in my first song. There's failure, like the word failure in my first song, and I think probably this next song is gonna have some failure in it, and then the next and the next. So it's all, failure is the name of the game, I think, and I
Yeah.
want people to know that I'm still out here failing, and you can come out here and fail with me.
And he goes by the name of Hank May, everybody. Check him out at the links
So
posted.
can I introduce the next song? I feel like
Yes.
cool.
Heck yeah.
Taylor. It's called Taylor. When I was living in New, this is another song that like that voice, like, I ain't never putting that on no album, and this one too. Basically, I was in New York before I moved back to LA, and I was coming up with harebrained schemes to make my album on no money, because when you're in New York, I don't know, I was like sinking or swimming and like getting all my money and putting it either rent, like drinks in a bar, cigarettes, weed, like food, and no extra money. So one of my ideas was I was gonna write a song about Taylor Swift and make it really good, and then post it. And then she had just come out with her most famous album, so she was like walking down the street, and she had just gotten to New York, and like paparazzi was like like living on her street. And so I thought, I'm gonna write this song, I'm gonna post it. I know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows her, like everybody does. So this is gonna be great, and she's gonna like it, she's gonna retweet it, and then either fund the album herself or make her fans fund it. But I don't even remember if I posted it. I don't know what happened. I can't remember the end of that story. But the song is pretty good. It sounds pretty good on acoustic guitar. So second. Hollywood, not my favorite neighborhoods. Have the traffic lurched and groaned in the shadow of your throne. At the bottom of the city's other rooms, voices carry, voices boom, loud as hell in the distance, heard you softly from my kitchen. Taylor, Taylor, I was a hater, I am not a hater now. Taylor, Taylor, one small favor, when you play me loud. So I find out. Back in high school, like an awful dream, things were never how they seemed. Are they now, or are you wrong? Is anybody really knowing you at all? At the bottom of the ocean, one door closes and another opens. Pick your poison, pick your purpose, such as living at the surface. Taylor, Taylor, love and labor make the wheels go round and round. Taylor, Taylor, I was a hater, help me now to not look down. Alright, that's the track.
Woo! I love that. Oh my goodness. She has come a long way. She opened for, she was the opener basically. I can't remember who she was opening for, but my aunt and uncle saw her as the opener for someone. No one knew who she was, but this was, I mean, probably 12 or 14 years ago, something like that. And
Cool.
I mean, it's one of those things where people will surprise you and come a long way. And I think that as long as, like I said, as long as you remain authentic and, you know, she's received a lot of hate too, and probably been told so many times that she's a failure. You know, she gets hated on for writing about exes, and she just continues to do it. And look at her. She's way up there.
Alright, yeah.
So wait, did you ever see her in New York, or you were just hoping?
It was like
to
she was
pass-
around. She like released a video that where she was like being like, you know, here's 5 tips that for anybody moving to New York. And so there's just a lot of like "Welcome to New York" was a song on her album. I don't know. There was just a lot of New York themed content, and I was there, and I was hearing about it, and I was like, you know, trying to figure out my next move, and I just wrote this song about Taylor Swift to try and get famous. That's not like a authentic, well, I had, you know, that's a song where I wanted it to like turn into money, basically. So,
Well,
it's still maybe. You know, I thought you mentioned Taylor, I thought you were about to tell me that she's a fan of the show.
I wish that would be so cool. Maybe she is watching right now. Taylor, if you're out there, comment below, please. Let us know. Okay, so besides Taylor, have you written a song about like anyone in particular that you know would know the song is about them, if that makes sense? Like you don't say their name, like someone from your past or...
Okay, well, yeah, I mean, it's that, yeah, a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I could talk about it all day, but yeah, there's a couple tracks I'm nervous about on the album. I don't know, you know, I've written songs about people and then they've died before they've gotten a chance to hear it. So like everything has happened. But my goal now is just if I write a song about somebody, I'm gonna like be honest about it, send it right away, and just tell them like, is this cool? Like this is what I did. I don't want to surprise anybody, but you know, I'm definitely drawing from my personal experience.
Heck yeah. Sometimes it's like a horoscope. Your
Yeah.
words. How many tracks or do you know yet how many tracks are going to be on One More Taste of the Good Stuff?
Yeah, it's 8.
8. Okay, I like it. So there's 7 that we have yet to hear, is what
Yeah,
you're
and
saying.
I'm intentionally
I love it.
like I'm playing old songs. I'm playing songs. I don't want to spoil too much of the album here on
Yeah.
this show because I don't
No.
know. You know, this is going on YouTube right away, or is there like a
Oh yeah, we're on YouTube
and
right
then it
now.
just stays there?
Yep, it's
Okay.
just gonna hang out.
Cool.
It's gonna chill.
It's not like you have like I don't know. There's some episodes of shows where you have to wait till the next day to watch it.
Right. Well, and for when that suspense for everyone that's tuned in right now, for when that suspense does eventually get to the point where they can hear those other 7 songs in October, do you post more on Facebook or on Instagram? Like, do you plan on?
Instagram.
Okay,
But
perfect.
luckily, Ricardo, who you mentioned, is doing my Facebook and Twitter. So he's just looking at my Instagram and
Oh,
translating for me. So great.
shout out to Ricardo.
yeah, I'm so
You're,
lucky.
you're doing God's work over there.
I'm so lucky. I can't believe it.
And are you and Ricardo like old pals from school or?
No, he's on the label staff.
Oh, okay. Okay. With Dangerbird.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Okay. So, do you want to do another song
Yeah.
and then we chat more? All right.
Yeah.
What are we going to hear next?
COVID-19. 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 And a cigarette that never goes out. A flash drive full of fruit-flavored nicotine. Snap, crackle, pops when I'm taking a puff. I don't stop 'cause it's never enough. It's never enough. But I want to, I want to, want to, I want to. And COVID-19. COVID-19. And I get so shy talking politics when I can't disprove this world's hopelessness. Money and power ain't scared of God. They're 2 peas in an escape pod, and it's never enough. I'll just smoke weed and watch prestigious TV. COVID-19. I'm borderline mean, with an apocalyptic mentality that keeps me from caring about anything. I say you're selfish, you Capricorn. Text you back later, I'm watching porn, and I hate to come, 'cause it's never enough. Will I love you and trust you, or rid my life of you? COVID-19, the death of the 90s, baby. We met on the train when you woke me up. Now I'm calling your name and you're breaking up. All the world's painting upon
Thank you, Hank. So that one, COVID-19. Now, where'd you come up for the with the inspiration for that song?
I don't know. Couldn't tell you. That might be one of those horoscope ones.
Oh my goodness. So, okay, for what you have coming up next. Oh yes. Hello.
Hi.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
Okay, good.
Just some random person.
No, we're getting canceled.
That's my coworker being silly. But the artwork. So
Yeah.
your buddy Mario Luna,
Yeah, he's amazing.
and have you, the two of you, known each other for a while, or like?
Yeah, like 16, 17
Oh, wow.
years. Yeah. He was in the music scene. We had a really, really good high school band scene in my particular high school and beyond. But my year and the years before and after me, like everyone's famous now. It was great.
And you said you grew up in LA and then moved to New York for college, right?
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
Yeah, I remember crying on the plane. Like it felt so wrong. I remember like just being like, what? Like that. Why am I leaving all these great things behind? But
Because
you know,
of
sometimes.
the Raptors, dude. You had to
Yeah.
go be a Raptor. Spread your wings.
This is an inside joke, but for the audience, Sam asked me what my college team was, or what the mascot was, and I was like, "Who? This guy?" And she was like, "No, college mascot, sports teams." And I was like, "God, I don't know. I don't think we had one." And then she googled it, and it's the Raptors. So shame on me.
Well, it didn't say it didn't say that's the mascot, but then I think I don't know because there were pictures of what looked like kind of like a bird when I looked up Bard,
Okay.
and so I don't know if that's technically the mascot, but you didn't. I guess a mascot you have to have a sports team.
Yeah, I think if I
Technically.
had to guess, I'd say the Raptors was a basketball team and that the bird was a dinosaur with feathers. But I don't fucking know, you know?
And what's that little guy's name next to you?
I guess it's Pidgey. I mean, Pidgey was a real pigeon. This is a gift of like a Christmas present from my mom in honor of Pidgey's passing, probably. And it's been in my room ever since. There's another pigeon too, but I left it in Mario's car, so.
A real one?
No, another like statue pigeon, like one that
okay,
looked a little. No, it's just as fake, but it's a little more lifelike, and I thought we might use it when we went out to take the press pictures, but we didn't.
You had me a little concerned there for a second because I was picturing Mario's car just like a pigeon just overheating or just like pooping all over Mario's car. Whew.
Not
Oh
yet.
my goodness.
That's the music video that I have yet to pitch to.
Yeah. So can you tell the people, because I don't think they heard the story of how you and the pigeon met. You and Pidgey.
Yeah, the pigeon came into the backyard. In Los Angeles, my parents' house, high school, 2005, 15. Pigeon comes in, like it's like walking around. It's like, what's the pigeon doing? It's like touring our yard. Like, what is this? I don't get it. And then like we sat down and like it's just like, hey you, like what are you doing here? And it's like, I don't know, like and then I'm like, what happens if I like drop a leaf on my lap? And then he's like, I fly to your lap when you do that. And so I was like, cool, I'll fucking make it a peanut next time. And that was the beginning of a friendship that probably lasted like 2 months until, you know, we come home to a sea of feathers and like no body. It was sad. They're like, I don't know what happened. It like had left and come back. I don't know, but it was cool. Pets weren't something I grew up with, so I took the pigeon thing, I took it pretty seriously and named my band after it. And so I got pigeon. Like my mom bought me pigeon stuff for like probably like 8 birthdays and like 12 Christmases, and You know, still rocking it. It's my mascot.
I love
Whatever.
it. Yeah, that's your mascot. There we go.
Yeah.
Screw the Raptors.
Yeah.
It's all about the pigeons. Well, if
My-
you, oh, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I was thinking it's 4:47. Do you think we could do the 2 after all, or do you think it 1?
I say let's do 2.
All right, cool.
If you're down,
feel like,
let's do
I
it.
feel like it's going well, and might as well just do 2.
Heck yeah.
All right, sweet. Let's turn that down. And I'm gonna borrow my roommate's guitar for this,
Cool.
which is a risky move because she says it's her only guitar with no nicks on it. I've been known to treat my own guitars like skateboards, but this isn't my guitar, and I know that, and I'm not gonna play
It's a beautiful guitar.
it. Yeah, it looks nice. And yeah, this song is called Offline. It's the second song on my album. I'm sick of starring in this show. Everything's bad, I already know. I don't get normal as I grow. I lose touch and get harder to know. It's my shot, I'm still here, smoking pot, drinking beer. I've been playing cards in the desert forever. Some of us on online, on in town. We're none of your business now. Not dead, just not around. The love of my life is the life of the party, shared in with everybody. You go home and you blow in his bed. No one knows if he knows that he's dead. This isn't a funeral, this isn't the wake. This is eternity, day by day. I spend it mostly with people my age. It helps to be on the same sad page. And could you believe the losing team would prove to be the human beings that can make it to your hurricane party? I'm sorry. Some of us on online, on in town. We're none of your business now. Not dead, just not around. Stocking up, we're gonna need this stuff someday. Stocking up on music that he made. Stocking up, we're gonna need this stuff someday. Stocking up on matches, books, and games. Some of us on online, on in town. We're none of your business now. Not dead, just not around, 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 around. Thanks. All right. Thanks. And so, yeah, should we talk a little more, or should I jump right into the next one, which is probably 6 minutes long?
Let's just jump into it. And since it'll go till pretty much the end of showtime, just real quick, I want to say thank you to everyone who's tuned in today. And thank you, Hank. And hope everyone's doing well. Hope this brought some light to your day and your week. I know it did for me. So hope everyone has their wine and their speakers turned up. And make sure you keep your eyes peeled for what is yet to come in October. Hank's going to be releasing something really cool, an 8-track release, one more Taste of the Good Stuff. That'll be out. I think if you pre-save or pre-order it, it is October 15th.
Yeah.
October 15th. So put that on your calendar and make sure that you hit up all the links that we posted for Hank and for Jam Sellers. And thank you, everybody.
Thanks for having me. Well, I'm calling from the sun's a monster, wearing down the daisies, roasting baby birds. Folks line up for sneakers, feels just as absurd as anything else. Don't wanna tell you anything I'm up to. I don't wanna tell a tale that doesn't end. Living every evening like it was my last hours. Burning out fast. There is an exit without a marker. And when you take it, the world gets darker around an angel looking disgusted. All your breath so rancid, your face so busted. But it's just you and your phone, you're absolutely alone. You used to call it your zone. If you weren't drunk, you were stoned. And daddy's fixing a leak while you're restringing a string. I'm losing ditches to sleep, it's all a dream. Where I'm calling from, the sun's relenting, mingled with the breeze. It's breakfast in the yard, egg yolk on the bacon, hunger in my heart, but death all around. Don't wanna read about a world war looming. I don't wanna read a humorless cartoon. I just wanna fill your eyes up with the good stuff, honey. Where are you now? There is an exit without a marker. And when you take it, the world gets darker. And an angel looking forgiveness. Oh, she kept you waiting and had other business. If I start loving you, will I know what to do? Will you be patient with me while I learn the rules? I'm embarrassed by how long I've been alone. You don't know how many nights I've just destroyed myself at home. Got no problem telling you the way I feel. Gotta trust that you'll accept it if it's real. I'm a loser, baby, baby, no, no,
Thank you so much, Hank. Hank May, everybody. Thank you, wherever you're tuned in from. Hope you have a good rest of your evening. We are now just about to hit that 5 o'clock hour, which means it's about to really be the happy hour. I think I'm going to go get a beverage in a little bit. But whatever your plans are for tonight, everybody tuned in. Hope you had a great past hour, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. But make sure you check out the links before you head on out, and we will see you next time. Thank you, Hank.
Thank you.